How's it going, guys? Nick here from Techno Jedis. Today we're going to be checking out the fantastic Pebble Steel. Super cool smartwatch. It's probably one of the cheapest you'll find on the market. Really cool because you can use it for Android and for Apple. Not many other watches do that. So I'm going to show you what's inside the box and then show you some stuff about the app, about the watch as well. Cool. Inside the box, normal paperwork. And the watch came with these straps on it. I took them off immediately just because I thought my watch was going to get wet every now and then. This is really nice, genuine leather, so I didn't want to get that wet. So I took it off immediately. I'll share a link in the description to show you how to do it. The watch came with extra things, so that my hands already are huge, and these extra things were on it, so it couldn't really fit my hand. So they included this little screwdriver. I took the longer ones off immediately, and now the watch fits me perfectly. Yeah, so the watch there's 8 app spaces on it. That's the difference between it and the Kickstarter. There's 4 app slots on the Kickstarter and 8 on the Pebble Steel, which basically means this. Okay, so you can scroll through all of these. On the Pebble, the normal one, you'd only have space for 4, but on this these are watch faces. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I've got 4, and then I've also got my Sleepers Android app, and I've also got my Glance app. You definitely want to get Glance. Glance is really cool. It adds a lot of different functionality to the watch. So it's got like a find your phone and calendar and all that kind of stuff. It's really customizable. You do have to pay for it, but it's totally worth it. Definitely recommend it. The screen is made of transflective LCD, so what that means basically is that the watch is always on, which is what you want. I would get super irritated if I had a smartwatch that was on my arm that the screen was off, and you got to like shake it around to switch it back on. It's not like I have the Pebble smartwatch, the screen is always on, which is really cool. The watch can get wet, so up to 5 atmospheres. You can check in the back over there. Okay, it's not going to focus. There it all. So it's up to 5 atmospheres that you can get this thing wet. But I probably don't recommend you go diving with it, because it's a smart watch. It's not a freaking diving watch. So I do get the watch wet every now and then. I don't wear it every day because I think that it's a really nice little clasp. Clicks in, but there's a spring inside of here, so I think that spring will start to take a bit of damage if it gets wet too often. But you can definitely get it wet every now and then. So let me show you the screen. Okay, so I put my own screen protector on here. You can see this little line at the top. I didn't do it perfectly. I just went to the cell phone store, bought a normal screen protector of whatever I chose, and then used some tracing paper and then cut it down to the perfect size of the craft knife. I did that because I just didn't want to scratch. It is Gorilla Glass. I think it's Gorilla Glass 2 or 3. And look, it's not scratch proof, it's scratch resistant, so I just wouldn't be able to deal with having a scratch across my face. It would just bother me. So I put my own screen protector on here, and it's been fine. I've got for I think it was $60, I bought, not $60, 60 Rand, I bought one screen that has 2 screen protectors in the pack, and I can probably get about 8 different screens out of it. So it's super cheap, definitely worth doing. The watch itself, as I said, it's a really good price. The only downside is that I think that it would be nice if this metal strap was a little bit better. You're looking at spending $20 if you're just buying the strap. I thought that they weren't going to include the strap with the box. I bought the $200 edition, and it included the strap. I even asked them, hey guys, will this include the strap for $200? And they said no. I think they wanted me to buy another one. But for $200 I got the Pebble and the strap, which is fantastic. This strap, if you look at it, let's see, okay, I can show you over here. So there are some scuffs on here. Some are actually quite intense scuffs, but it's just, I think it's normal for a watch like this to get scratched. It isn't really bad at all. It's not like people are like, hey man, your watch is scratched, but sometimes it bothers me. But look, it really isn't. It isn't a big deal. Don't let it put you off this. You can buy another watch strap for $200 online. You can do it like that. So yeah, look, the watch itself is fantastic. No regrets at all. I just would have probably liked it if they made a little bit better quality watch strap. But I think I'm probably just going to order another one, just for $20, so that if this one eventually dies, I could get some more life out of my Pebble. At the moment, I'm getting about 4 or 5 days. I know they say 5 to 7 days, but I think that's slightly overrated because at the moment, this watch face is the one I'm using all the time. And it's got a seconds hand, so I think that does affect the time. I mean, it affects the amount of battery you can get out of the watch. It's really nice. Like you can see at the top bar over there. So I charged just underneath at 12. You can see this little line. I charged this 2 days ago, and it's like quarter of the way through. So yeah, that's that. This is quite a cool watch face. You can check it does little different animations. This one's quite nice. It's a little bit smarter. People have actually commented on this more than anything else. This one as well, the binary watch. This is if you just want to show off for being a nerd. I don't really do that, but sometimes I do to get some nerd cred. The other app I was using is the Jawbone UP app, because it counts your steps, but there's been a problem with the Jawbone app at the moment on the App Store. So as soon as that's fixed up, I'm going to re-download it and use it. It was really nice just being able to track your steps over the week, keep space for 7 days, and it links also with the app. Yeah, look, out of 10, I'd say that if they made the watch strap a little bit better, they'd probably have to bump the price up, but I would give it 10 out of 10. I think this fits for me. I wouldn't want the LG watch, because you don't really want to talk to your watch all the time. It just looks stupid if you're going to Google Now on your watch. I don't know, you can debate that in the bottom of the comments below, but for me, I just want this as a secondary screen to my phone, so SMSs, WhatsApps, all that kind of stuff comes through, and it doesn't, you can literally just have it on your arm, the message will come through, and then you can just very quickly just be like, oh, cool, check the message out, and then go, instead of having to like, oh, there's a message, shake, 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 check it out, and then like reply on like a little freaking tiny screen. Who the heck does that? What's nice is that Glance has a whole lot of SMS presets that you can respond back to, and then also I'm on the beta for the beta version of this the Pebble app, and so they're busy adding some Android wearable technology to it, so you can respond and dismiss apps. That wasn't normally part of the whole Pebble thing, but they've done that now. So it's actually perfect. Walking down the road, someone SMSs, you can say, I'll call you back in 10, or busy now on the train, or whatever. That's super cool. So it's a lot further ahead than I think they'd planned it to be in the beginning. Definitely recommend buying this watch. It's cheaper than any other smartwatch you'd find on the web. And I'm really happy to see what they're going to bring out next. Apparently something else, when the Apple Watch comes out, Pebble's planning on relaunching something else. Well, not relaunching, bringing out something completely different. So I'd be really interested to see what they bring there. But this watch, I think it's going to last me a good few years. And I'm really happy for it as well. Cool, man. It's been real, guys. I've enjoyed doing this video. I've really enjoyed this watch. It's probably my favorite gadget at the moment. Definitely recommend you getting this. If this is too expensive for you, I think you can get the Kickstarter version. I've heard that the screen scratches a little bit more than this edition does. But it's still really cool. For like $99, you are looking at buying a super cool smartwatch. Okay, well, I'll see you around, guys. Like the video below, and feel free to share it as well. Cool, cheers.